In our top story tonight, a motion filed by the attorneys representing Mario Fernandez is asking for the prosecutors to be disqualified from the case against him. Fernandez, who is married to Shanna Gardner, is accused of killing his wife's ex-husband, Jared Bridegan.
Now, the defense says that the state attorney's office in Duval County mishandled privileged communications between Fernandez and his attorneys. Taylor Levesque is on your side tonight. And Taylor, I know you reviewed more than 60 pages of documents. What did they reveal?
The motion asks not only for the prosecutors on the case to be removed, but for the entire state attorney's office in Duval County to be disqualified. According to the motion, the communication in question was taken from Mario Fernandez's cell phone. The motion also asks for the third-party website where the alleged privileged communication is stored to be deactivated and reviewed again. This motion filed by the attorneys representing Mario Fernandez says the state attorney's office got a hold of confidential emails between Fernandez and his attorneys that were supposed to be protected under attorney-client privilege.
Confidential communications between a client and an attorney are any communication where it's not shared with a third party and the individual making that communication believes it's being shared only with their attorney.
The motion says the information was supposed to be reviewed by a team who would delete the communication protected by attorney-client privilege before it was reviewed by the state. But the defense says it uncovered 66 emails titled confidential information on a web-based portal called NextPoint, used to store the discovery. Attorney Shannon Schott, who is not part of the case, called it concerning.
The motion suggested that there were people who maybe should not have had access to this information. The state attorney's office locally is pretty good at knowing where the go and no-go areas are whenever they're processing evidence and information, particularly when you're doing data dumps on any devices or in the case of like an interrogation video.
A statement from the state attorney's office in response to the motion says the state will file appropriate objections to the defendant's motion and is confident it will prevail after full consideration by the court.
So there's really no way that this prosecution's office could move forward in good faith and say, oh, we're just going to disregard this information. What's done is done. If they've seen the information, if it's in their file, it really is appropriate for another prosecutor in another office who is going to be shielded in some way from the evidence that's been obtained.
Schott says the next step would be to go through an evidentiary hearing where the state will make the determination if they can or cannot proceed in the case. If they choose to fight the motion, a judge will make the decision, and a prosecutor from another district could take over the case if granted. In the studio, Taylor Levesque, First Coast News, on your side.